Glorious day, everyone. I am Shelly Paris-Williams, your self-care advocate here at the Womis Sanctuary, a sacred space for women to be seen, heard, and loved. It is our commitment to help women learn the importance of refilling your cup without guilt or apology. There is something that happens when we take the time to nourish the areas in our lives. Those people who we love most dearly, those people who we're called to serve, we get to show up for them at 100%, the highest and best versions of ourselves. So I don't take lightly the work that I do. It is an honor for me to be able to hold this sacred space, to be witness to the transformation that takes place, to see the light go off, to see women begin to vision and dream again, for them to be able to grab a hold of the infinite possibilities of their lives, if only they dare to go after it. We consider it to be a complete honor that the women that cross our thresholds or take advantage of our self-care products and just the information we provide, that they trust us to walk alongside them on this journey. When you make the decision to no longer live at the surface, it's nothing that comes without much deliberation, but also with, I'm sure, a lot of struggle, a lot of challenges. And for myself, I know that there was a time in my life when I was okay with living from the place of being a victim. Life was happening to me. Everyone was doing something to me. And when you live in that space, you feel powerless and helpless, like there's nothing that you can do about your situation. But there is something that often, those defining moments that will call us to make a decision. And one of the things that happened to me was that I learned that this pain story, this victim capacity of living, the space that I was residing in, was no longer worthy of the divine calling that God had on my life, knowing that I am a child of God and there's this amazing, magnificent, unlived life waiting. But it requires me to say yes. And there's magic when you say that sacred yes. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everything just happens to change overnight. There is no snap your fingers and you turn from the pumpkin into Cinderella, if you're into fairy tales. What happens is that you just make a decision that your life will no longer be left in the hands of anyone else, that your story will truly be your story, that will no longer be told from the voice of your parents, friends, or teachers. It will be told from deep within. So we learn how to activate, connect to that sacred seat of our creation. Our womb is this powerful source of manifestation. It's where so many things get the opportunity to be birthed. Our children, our ideas. They're also the same place where we may find loss, frustration. There may have been betrayals, hurts, disappointments. And as women, we record a lot in that space. Our bodies are a living journal. And if we are unable to find effective ways to release those things, it holds us down. It swallows us. And for me, I recognize that one of my defense mechanisms was holding my breath. Holding my breath. Holding my breath. anytime things got difficult, anytime I felt that pain, something that may have triggered something in the past, and it may not have anything to do what was happening in that present moment, but it was instantly being transported into that space and time where I learned and taught myself as a defense mechanism to hold my breath, to disappear, until one day life just threw up on me. It regurgitated, and I was left with all the shift all over me. And I had to make a decision. I had to decide that I would deal with it, that I would pick it up, that I would own it, and that I would look at what I no longer needed, what no longer served my greatest and highest good, and I would decide to tell a new story, a power story. And I tell you, it is such an amazing journey that's unfolding as I allow myself to be the vessel for the divine's physical expression to be manifest here on earth. So I invite you to join me. If there is something stirring deep within, if there are things that have been grumbling under the surface and you are no longer willing to shrink, you've decided to show up, knees knocking, teeth chattering, snot nose and all. Lisa Nichols is one of my mentors, my board of creators, and that was something that has always stuck with me. Show up, dare greatly, do it afraid, but you need to show up, imperfections and all, because what happens when you show up, you are a reminder, a testament to that other woman that is in your place, that she is infinite possibilities, and that if you were able to do it, she can too. So I welcome you to connect with us here at the Womis Sanctuary. You can visit us online, thewomisanctuary.com. Pardon the dust. We will be unveiling a new website shortly, but I love to hear from you. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at the Womis Sanctuary. Email us inlifeconnection@gmail.com or give us a call, 813-501-5311. Again, thank you for all of those who believe in us and support our vision here at the Womis Sanctuary, a sacred space for women to be seen, heard, and loved, because we believe my self-care, your self-care is essential. Namaste.